Hello guys, let me give you some tips on doing this artwork today. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's start with the first layer. So sa first layer, I do the rough sketch. So I just want to make sure that I play around with it and not too serious because I can always erase at any time because it's digital, right? And the most important is you're enjoying what you're doing. So sketch and just have some fun. So just do the first, you have to have the proportion of the face and then detail afterwards. As soon as you go back to your reference photo and look where the light is coming from and where the shadow is casting. So here I have defined where I'll be having some dark areas or the darker tones of the painting. So I'm using Procreate on the iPad Pro, and that's what I am using most of the time when I do digital painting. And then you have to use this second layer. So on your second layer, you can paint now the skin tone. So what I always do first is I paint the darkest part of it. If you're new with this technique, you have just to take a look closer to your reference photo. Make sure you know what the colors you will use and what's the darkest, what's the lightest tone. So it will be easier for you when you're on the painting process. So like here, I have already identified where the shiny part is and where the darkest parts are. So you have to use white to show the shiny part of the helmet, and the reflection of the yellow light. There's actually three lights here: the red, yellow, and the white light. So it would be easy for you to paint. At first, you can stare or look at the picture, and then know what where the light is coming from or what colors will you apply to show the light and the dark tone, because that will make your artwork like alive or more on the realistic part of it. Now I'm starting to build up the layout of the darkest parts on the face, so it should show the helmet. And little by little, I am building it up, and starting with the hair, and then identifying where the lightest parts are. So I have a third layer here actually. So I use for the helmet, or I imagine the light is reflecting on the helmet. So that's the third layer. And now you're starting to build up the helmet and just identify where the darkest tones are, so it will make your artwork more realistic. So that's one of the techniques that I do or that I have learned from time as time went by. So I used to observe, I used to watch tutorials as well, I used to see live paintings. So that's how I learned that making it looking at the reference photo or having a detail or eye for detail make your artwork more realistic. So here I'm now putting the small lights inside the helmet and some details. So if you notice, I put some red light because here in this episode, the we actually in a place where there's like red light and yellowish lights. So what I do is I do like an airbrush type of brush, and then I put that on top of the skin, so it should appear like the skin is reflecting, or the skin is reflected the red light. Now starting to put some more details onto the helmet, and from the bottom you will see that I put the darkest tone because it's being casted by the shadow. And then now on the background, create illusion of light by, or reflection of light by using yellow orange tone plus yellow and then white on top of it. Then since this is digital, there's a brush, the star brush. That's what I use, or the beam brush. So it should show like shiny star or shiny light on the back of Captain Burnham. And now going back to the helmet and going back to the suit. So this is one of the detailed areas here. So because the suit has small details, so just be patient. So you have a better artwork. Just be patient and do the details. So as you notice, there's different reflection of color or light on the suit. So you just have to imagine that the suit is being reflected on by the red or the yellow light on the side. Same on the other part of the suit. For the brushes, I always use the soft air brush, and for the star or the shiny part, it's the flare brush. So most of the time, I use a soft air brush for painting, and then for detailing, I'm just making it smaller. Alright, oops, I made a mistake on the background, but I'll just go back and correct that. Alright, I hope you've learned something today, and feel free to comment or ask me questions. You could also find me on Instagram, that's at THE_ARTPANDA, that's the art panda. Please subscribe to my channel and please like the videos. I still have some tutorials. Just browse on through my gallery. You have a nice day and thank you for watching. Bye!